Good evening everybody and welcome to another edition of Andy Shed Live. This is series 12 episode 3 for Sunday the 22nd of January 2023. Hello there everybody, how are you? Welcome to the show. Yes, it is that time again. It is Sunday evening time for another edition of Andy Shed Live. And it's a bit of a special one for you tonight. If you've been waiting for the footage from our Welsh trip, then wait no longer. Well, not much longer anyway. We will have it on for you in just a few minutes time. But before then, obviously, we've got to tell you to do a bit of housekeeping, basically. That involves telling you all about our website. If you want to go on our website, you can go on it here. It's andyshed.colepress.net is the address for the website. Or you can find our forum and get involved there at gpotelephones.proboards.com too. So you can get involved any way that you want to. Right, we will get things rolling. Who's in the chat? If you're watching live, we do have a YouTube chat room if you are watching live, at least we do for this week. We've got Wesley, we've got Christopher, we've got Dominic. Evening everybody. It says hi all on this cold night. Yeah, it is a bit chilly, although not as cold as it has been. A lot of the frost has melted today. Yeah, so it's the first time it's melted in about a week as well. So yeah, it's nice to see a bit of the old frost melting away. Yeah, right. We've got quite a lot that we've been getting on with last week, including last week. The trolls are back. Yes, yes, the trolls are out in force, or at least they have been out in force last week. Here is our YouTube troll from last week, who got a bit of slightly useful information, but actually isn't useful because, as often, you know some people, when some people answer a question, you think they didn't understand the question. When you were at school, and the teacher used to say they didn't understand the question, or you didn't understand the question. Here's a classic example of that from somebody who really should read twice before they open their mouth. I get a bit fed up of the YouTube trolls sometimes. So here's one for you, Magic Mumford 2773 on YouTube. At Magic Mumford 2773. I've not even looked if he's got a YouTube channel or not, to be quite honest with you. I can't be bothered. But I'll read this for you and we'll embarrass him as much as is humanly possible. It says, in what world would the work on the Great 706 be considered a restoration? Given the chrome carrying handle and the base markings, you surmised it was probably never a GPO phone. TMA was, I believe, Telephone and Microphone Co. Airdrie, later part of Pi. Yeah, I think we might have said that. This phone has been fitted with specialist leads, the dial disconnected and a press call button installed, the bell wires relocated and a light added. All this to a specific purpose. Surely this would have borne further investigation first. Did the bell still ring with an incoming call? Did the lights flash? Was the light simply to tell you the line was in use without the original leads in place? And all the connection to the press button light, you ended up with a bog standard phone 706, of which I'm sure you already have many hundreds. You even considered either replacing or restoring the case. A piece of history gone! Telephone 7P with a 706 for Portugal, and the key at the bottom of the diagram also appears to be in Portuguese. Yes, it is, together with 3 other languages. And Spanish. I can just see botón de transferencia, i.e. transfer button. But the handwritten label on the bottom of this phone suggests the button should now have called out. TMA was part of Pi TMC and conducted experiments with an early separate auto dialer unit. This required an ordinary phone still fitted with a dial that was in effect redundant, and when connected to the dialer gave you press button dialing and a 10-number memory bank. Clumsy, but it worked apparently. Maybe this could have been an early trial version of something similar. Maybe it was just a gas phone rigged up for errant husbands to call indoors from the shed, but the pasted diagram suggests not. Unless others turn up now, we'll never know. Gosh, you've ruined it, Andy. Right. What an absolute dickhead. Yes, I don't care if it gets demonetised. He's a dickhead. Right. The reason, this is the phone he's talking about. The reason I know this is not a particularly special phone, the reason I know it is exactly a gas phone that was rigged up like this, is because the person I got it off drilled the holes to put the lights in it, because they told me so. They also painted this one and drilled similar holes in the phone that was originally connected to this case that I showed a couple of weeks ago. I said all this, but some people just don't listen. Some people need to wash their lug holes out, don't they? I'm having a big lifestyle rant tonight. So, dickhead here, whatever his name is. What was his name again? Let's have that up. Magic Mumford 2773. Obviously didn't bother watching the show, or indeed listening to it. The leads that we took off last week were cut off because it had been bodged up as a theatre prop, which is why this one was painted red badly. All three of them came together in a job lot for about 20 quid for the three, and they are all from a theatre, or from use as theatre props. So, what an arse. But you know something? I used to delete comments when you got comments from arses. Now, I just leave them on there so the world can see they're an arse. So, Magic Mumford, you're an arse. Right, shall we move on from that? Yes, we'll move on. If you want to tell Magic Mumford is an arse, get on the old forum, gpotelephones.proboards.com. I've got no idea who he is. Absolutely no idea who he is. But I just thought we'd call him out because he obviously didn't listen to a word that was said last week, or indeed the week before, when we took this one apart and took the case off this one. And yes, we have fitted a new period correct case to this phone, because this one's got two bloody great holes in it, as has that other grey one. And yes, it's written in multiple different languages because the companies that make the phones sold them to various places, including to the GPO, and they just fitted one page of labelling in different languages. We spoke about this last week. People in the chat did point it out that it wasn't just written in Portuguese, it was written in other languages too. So yes. Right. Shall we calm down now? Right, yeah. So what's everybody saying in the chat about it tonight? Right, Gambo says, I sent another email needing your expertise, Andy. But just in there, you're in the middle of a rant. I will await another time for your help, lol. No, go for it, Gambo. Go for it. Wesley says, isn't there somebody with the name Mumford on the forum? Was it that bad a post? It wasn't on the forum, it was a YouTube comment. There may be somebody on the forum with the name Mumford, I don't know. Yeah. But I thought the YouTube trolls now, I just sort of call them out live for the idiots they are. Because it's probably, I'll tell you who it is. It's probably a phone restorer who wants to charge you 50 quid for a 706. That's probably what it is. Because those people who restore phones and then sell them for 50, 60, 70 quid, maybe even 200 quid on eBay and that, they get really, really hacked off with me, because I always say, don't buy them. No phone is worth buying. A 700 series phone, if anybody wants more than a tenner for it, it's not worth buying, because you don't know what they've done. You don't know how they've restored it or not. Somebody's been in touch with me recently about 200 series phones that should have an induction coil in them. But guess what? One of the phone restorers has been restoring these phones, selling them for a couple of £100 each and taking the induction coils out in the process. So, yes. Yes. So, yeah, the phone restorers get very, very fed up with me because I put free videos out on YouTube showing people how to do it and how easy it is. So, the people that make a lot of money out of an overpriced service basically don't get any joy from me. And also the people trying to pass off modern repro stuff as genuine, like trying to pass these G-Mark trim phones off as genuine trim phones and stuff like that. Of course, we call them out as well. So yes, if you've got a dodgy phone, or a phone you think might be a bit dodgy, let us know. Get in touch. Drop me a message to the website. You'll find a contact us form, andyshed.coldpress.net. If you've been stung on eBay with a rubbishy eBay seller or something, I want to know about it. Get in touch, andyshed.coldpress.net, and we will call that seller out by name on this channel. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Right. So, what have we been up to? We have been up to all sorts this week. Yes. Yeah, all sorts has been going on. Not a great lot of it telephone related though. I bought a piano this week. Did you know I bought a piano? Yeah, I bought a piano this week. I'm just looking through my email, see if Gambo's email has arrived while I'm doing this. Yeah, I bought a piano this week. Now I can't play a piano, but I don't need to play a piano because the piano I've bought is a player piano. Yeah, I bought a pianola this week. Well, actually, I bought the pianola 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it's only arrived this week because it turns out moving a pianola is not as easy as you might expect. It is incredibly heavy. The patrons will have seen a photo or two of it. It's arrived at the radio studio because it was the place with a door wide enough to get it through. Yeah, it is interesting, shall we say. Right, I'm looking for Gambo's email. Oh, it's there. A cut-off handset, he says. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's a good photo, Gambo. I like that. Yeah, right. Can I show these? Can I get these? I know Gambo will not mind if I show the pictures. I'm just wondering technically if I can do it. It says it's got a cut-off handset. What he's saying says, "Hi Andy, in a box of bits I received a while ago, in amongst the items was a black handset with a white button to the side, with no earpiece or microphone. I have those as in pics I've sent. My question is, how do you wire it up properly? Cheers, your Scottish pain in the arse, Gambo." Gambo, you're not a pain in the arse. We've just dealt with the pain in the arse. No, you've asked a very sensible question there, because you have got something that looks right. So let me see if I can get these pictures so you can see them, folks. Right, how can I do this? Right. Right. I think that's done it. Okay. Right, so here's the thing that Gambo's talking about. So he's got these bits and he's got this this handset. You can just see it sneaking off the corner of the picture there. There's a better photo of it. And there is a picture of what is in the actual middle of it. So it's got a red wire, a blue wire, and a white wire that seems to go nowhere. Right. What is this attached to a phone, Gambo, this thing? Or is it just on its own? Let me read what you wrote in your thing again. A box of bits I received a while ago. In amongst the items was a black handset with a white button on the side, but with no earpiece or microphone lead. And I have those as in pics I've sent. My question is, how do you wire it up properly? Right, it's a good question. So there's Gambo's microphone earpiece, the silver bits you've got there, and it's got ordinary caps there, so I'm assuming it's an ordinary 700 style handset. So what is that? It looks like some kind of clip to hold something in, doesn't it? Right, it's got an orange and a blue wire coming up from the bottom. So is it some kind of special handset? So has it got something like a volume control on it? Now, ones with a volume control on have normally got a slit sort of in the side of the end of the handset that the volume knob pokes through. But I'm wondering, because that white wire looks too fat to me. And it should have a red and a green and a blue and a white, but it should only have two coming up through the thing, not three. At least normally it would. Right, there's the little white button on the outside. So has it got a high and low volume control perhaps? Or, yeah. Oh, and it's strange at the other end as well. Right. Right, look at that at the other end. It looks like there's some electronics going on behind there, doesn't it? Right, just confirm to me which end of that is which. Is the left hand end the end you're talking to, and no, the right hand end the end you're talking to, and the left hand end is the earpiece end. Is that right? I'm just looking in the chat while you're all looking at the photo there, just to see what Gambo's saying about it. He says it's just on its own, no wire piece. I had them sitting. Yes, it's a standard looking handset. Right. Dominic says, it's a good show you got on the TV there, Gambo. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good show Gambo's watching there. Right, I'm just trying to figure this out. Gambo says, the earpiece has a push button inside. Does it push or does it slide, Gambo? That button. Oh, white button, it says. It could be a mute button. So the button's on the earpiece bit. So yeah, I guess it could be a mute button. It's interesting though. That is. There it is. Look. There's the little white button. Interesting. I would take those screws out, because there's all wires behind. That bit on the left hand side has got some screws in, and the wires behind it that go up inside the handset. I would take those screws out carefully and try and get that plate out and see if there's anything on the back of that plate. Yeah, see if there's anything on the back of that plate. That might tell us what it is, because I've got no idea what it is. It's unusual, but it could be off some kind of off like a switchboard. It could be a handset off a switchboard, or it could have been military use. You know, not necessarily was it ever attached to a telephone. It could have been off of like a big switchboard or some kind of test equipment perhaps, or yeah, it could have been off of anything that, but it looks to me like the extra connections to it are probably to do with controlling volume. So let's have a close look at the end again there. Right. Well, that white doesn't seem to go anywhere, because it goes down to a terminal and then it doesn't go anywhere. But it's got a lot of terminals in the base of it, this phone. So it's got a blue, an orange and a red going up there, and then a white that jumps from the orange. Well, it would certainly be right for blue and white to connect to something. But that white wireless looks too fat. That looks like a red herring. That looks like one somebody's put on, because they've used really thin cable for all the rest of it, but a really big chunky fat piece of cable for that. So that looks like that's been added after by somebody else, that white one, to me. Was that curly cord with it, or is that just a curly cord you've found to go with it, Gambo? Or what was that actually attached to it, that curly cord? Because as you can see from the curly cord, the handset end has got a blue and a white that are short, should be, and then it should have a red, and the other one should be green, and it, on my computer, it kind of looks a turquoisey blue. It should really be a properly green, but it might just be the way the camera's done things. So you should have a red and a green that go to the top end of the handset, go to the earpiece, and you should have a blue and a white that connect to the bottom end, i.e. the bit you're speaking to, the microphone. And that is how you would normally wire up your handset. So your microphone, you would wire the blue and the white of your handset to, and your speaker or your earpiece, you would wire the red and your green of your handset to, as a general rule. But whether you would do it with that handset shell, I don't know, because that looks like it takes something that, the more I look at it, the more that metal clip looks like it's to clip something in somehow to stop it rattling. So yeah, it's an interesting one, that, Gambo. I'm not quite sure what the answer is on that. What's everybody saying in the old chat about it? And Gambo says, no, there was no curly cord, that was one I had in spare to see if it would fit. Wesley says, Andy from Britphone has one on eBay similar, and it says it's a mute button. Right, well, if it's a mute button, it will probably short the two connections together, if it's a mute button. Gambo says, just sent a pic of the top removed. Right, let's have a little look then what you've sent us, Gambo. Right, just bear with me one sec. Oh, hang on, I don't think it's got here yet. No, it's not got here yet, but I'll tell you something that has got here. Christopher's railway lamp's got here, look. that is just sent some photos of. He says, "Hi Andy, this is my old V-line train signal lamp from the 1980s or 1990s. Kind of looks like a Bardic lamp, like a UK Bardic, Christopher. But the difference is, a Bardic, see how it's kind of oval, the bit that holds the lamp in the middle there. On a British Bardic, that would be horizontal, not vertical. And there will be a thing on the top of a Bardic lamp, a twisty knob on the top that you will turn, and you can get like red, amber and green on some of them. Some of them don't have all the colours, because some duties on British Railways, you know, depending on what your role was on the railway, you didn't have to show a signal to a driver or anybody of a certain colour. If you had certain duties, you might only show a red or a white. You might not show a yellow or something like that. So not all British Bardics have all the colours in, but this thing of yours has got all the colours in, hasn't it? Because there's a red, there's a green, and is that blue or is it white and it's just come out blue on the thing? But there's the lamp, and it looks not unlike a Bardic. Oh, hang on, is it on its side, Christopher? Is that why it's that way up? No, it's not on its side, is it? No. Yeah, it's different to British ones. It's very different to British ones. It's a very similar idea, but it's not the same. That's not, definitely not quite the same. Right, let's see if these emails are coming through. Right, I'm just looking for the emails. Right, handset, it's arrived. Oh, so it's just a switch. Right, I see. Right, so all there is on the back of that big bracket, on the back of that phone of Gambo's, is a switch, a standard-ish looking switch. So my guess is that switch does short out contacts. So what have we got there? We've got a blue to one side of the switch and a red to the other side of the switch, which the switch will short out. I would think. Blue and a red and an orange. So, yes. So now, let's go back. Alright, hang on. So Gambo, in this photo here, this photo, I think the button mutes you. don't think it mutes the person calling you, so i.e. you don't get a bit of peace from the person on the other end nattering at you. It's a button, it's like a secrecy button, if you don't want the person on the other end to hear what you're saying. And what I think it does is you will normally there be connecting red and blue, I think, to your microphone. So what I think it does, coming in there on your cable to your microphone, you would want the short wires, yeah? Because obviously they won't go the whole length of the handset, so they will come in through the handset grommet there on the right of that picture. I think you connect the handset, you connect the things coming out the curly cord to your microphone as normal, but then also no, I think that's wrong. Let me have another think on this. Right, blue and red on that switch. One of them connects orange to one of them. What I'd be interested to know now, Gambo, is that terminal that's got nothing on it in that handset there. Right, there's two blank terminals there. There's one with like a screw in and nothing connected to it, sort of top left. And bottom right, there's one that looks as if it's marked 5, but it's upside down. That looks like the screw is missing from it. Yeah? I'd be interested to know if that white wire, the terminal that's connected to, that the white and orange is connected to, I would be interested to know if that terminal is electrically connected to the terminal that's missing the screw. And I'd be interested to know if the one with the blue wire connected to it, that terminal is electrically connected to the one that's got the screw in but nothing on it. My guess is that they are, yeah? My guess is that they are. And I think it's because of the screw missing that you've got that white wire. But what I think you essentially do there is I think one of the wires coming from the other end coming from that end that's got the little micro switch on. One of the wires coming from there shorts out either the blue or the red, and I'm guessing it's going to short out the red because it goes back to that side. So I think that on there where it says terminal 3, it's a 3 not a 5, yeah it's a 3, that on that where it says 3 and the terminal above it is 4, I can see now on this picture. Where it says 3, I think that red wire should be connected to that. You should need to find a screw that will fit in there and fit the red wire to that where it says 3. Yeah? I think. Then take that white wire off. Then when you've got your 2 wires coming up from the curly cord, then I think you need to fit one of those onto each of those what are in that picture the left 2 most terminals. So one on there with the orange wire and the other one on the other side on its own. Yeah? So my suspicion is that the 2 top terminals in that picture will be electrically connected together inside the plastic of the handset, and the bottom 2 will be electrically connected together as well. I think. I'm not certain, but I think. I think if you put a incoming terminal on 3 and an incoming terminal on 4, and connect your microphone also to 3 and 4. I think that will then short out your microphone when you press that button. So in fact you could put the red wire that's loose there on with the orange. Yeah? Put the red wire on with the orange, and then put your red wire on with the orange, Gambo. Then whatever colours come up your line cord that are the short end, I think it's green and red, not up your line cord, up your curly cord, I think it's green and red that is short end, just off the top of my head. No, it's not, it's blue and white, isn't it, I think. Hang on, just bear with me a minute, I'm just going to have a look at one. Right, it's blue and white. It's blue and white. So I think your blue and white that come up your cord, up your curly cord, put the white where that fat white wire is at the minute, but take that white wire off. So the white coming up your cord is connected to the orange. Your blue coming up your cord, connect it where that other blue is connected on 4, but leave that other one on there. So connect blue to blue and connect white to orange. Take that white wire away that's in there, that thick bit, that's a red herring. Connect blue to blue and connect blue to blue and white to orange, and also connect the red to the orange as well. And I think that will then use the orange wire to short out the microphone when you press the button. I think that's what will happen, but I'll not swear to it. Let's see what other people think. Gambo says the white wire is connected to the orange cable. Yeah, we'll give it a go tomorrow and we'll re-watch this and try my luck. I also made a rechargeable 6-volt battery for my signal. Oh, that's Christopher. Right, yeah, so yes, yeah, it all hinges, Gambo, this over that little switch there. You see, you've got 3 wires going to that switch. You've got the blue, the red and the orange coming up from the other end of the handset, right, coming up from the microphone end of the handset. So what I think happens, the red and the blue, I think, are the 2 separate sides of the handset connection, of the microphone connection, and I think the orange shorts one of them out. So that's what I suspect. So at this end, if you have a connection from that from the blue in your curly cord to that blue there in the phone, and a connection from the white in your curly cord to that orange there in the phone and in the handset, and also to the red in the handset, I think using the orange cable, it energizes the orange and that shorts the blue and the red together. The orange makes a link between the blue and the red via that switch at the other end, and that shorts out your microphone. So from your curly cord, blue to that blue that's there on 4, white from your curly cord to that orange that's there already where it is. Take that big fat white wire off at the same time, also with the orange and the white of the curly cord, with the orange there and the white of the curly cord, add in that red wire there that's dangling, yeah, and then to the 2 connections that you've got things on, wire your microphone across it. It doesn't matter which way round as far as I'm aware. So wire your microphone across it. Yeah? So one connection to your microphone to blue, and other connection of your microphone to red stroke orange stroke white. And I think then when you press the button at the other end, it will cut off your speech into there. Now at the other end of the phone you will put in a normal little speaker, a normal earpiece, and the green and the red of your handset cord, of your curly cord, which should be longer cables, they've got to go right through that handset and out the top end, and they're just connected as normal. And again, it doesn't matter which way round. And I think that should sort it. I think that will solve it for you. Okay? Right. I hope it does anyway. I hope we've got that right. Please do let us know next week, Gambo, if that's worked or not, because again, it's an interesting one. I've not seen one quite like it before, but I was just trying to work out the logic of it. I'm just looking in the chat, see if anybody sort of disagrees. Miguel says that white goes to yellow. There isn't a yellow. Going back to the Bardic lamps, Christopher's lamp and the Bardic lamps, Miguel says, those Bardic railway lamps use a 4.5 volt bell battery, if my memory serves me right, and was made of cast metal. The battery held in by a clip. Yeah, they were. You are dead right. They were made out of cast aluminium, I think, because they're not massively heavy. And it did use something like a 4.5 volt battery. You can now buy adapters for a Bardic lamp to fit what I used to call a HP2 battery. I don't know what they call them now, but the big fat chunky round battery. The battery that is that sort of shape but larger, much larger, the largest one. What I used to call a HP2 or an SP2. Those batteries you can fit into a Bardic. You can buy a adapter to put either 2 or 3 of those batteries into a Bardic to make the Bardic light. Must be 3 to give you 4.5 volts. Must be 3 you put in. Yeah. So yeah, but you can get adapters for them for Bardics. I have got some Bardics somewhere. I bought a lot of Bardics once and I sold quite a few on eBay. Oh, years and years and years ago. And I think I've got about half a dozen left perhaps. I'll find one out one week and I'll show you a Bardic, Christopher, a British Bardic. Because it's similar but different to what you've got over there. Christopher says, my use is a 6 volt battery. So I made a rechargeable 6 volt battery for my signal lamp. Yeah, well, what you could do, Christopher, these batteries that I've got on the desk here, these are little rechargeable batteries. And where I got these from, you know these disposable e-cig things, the disposable ones that people throw away, they cost about £4.50, £5 to buy here in the UK, these disposable e-cigs. And when you basically use them up, they're like the e-cig equivalent of the big pen. You chuck them away. Well, if you take one apart, a used one, you find there's a battery in it, and even though the battery may be more or less discharged. These are actually rechargeable batteries. They are rechargeable cells. And Big Clive on YouTube, bigclive.com, has done a few videos about how you recharge them. You don't just put them across the USB power supply. That is not what you do, because you need to limit the rate of charge of them. But you can get a thing which I'm looking for. You can buy a little circuit board for like £1, one of these, and you wire this up. Now this has got a little mini USB connection on one end, so you put a USB power adapter into it, like you would use for charging your phone perhaps, and on the other end it's got a battery plus and a battery minus for charging the battery, and an output plus and minus for whatever you might want to attach your battery to. I don't know if I can get it under the other camera and show you this. Hang on. Right. Let's see if I can get this under here. But this is the little thing, you see, and it's got battery plus and battery minus, you see in the middle there, and output minus on the left and output plus on the right. So you wire that up to whatever you want to power, and these little cells will do it. And here is the little cell, you see, and it says on it what it is, if I can get it on there, you see. So 3.7 volts, IP20400, 3.7 volts, 1500 milliamps, on there, so 1500 milliamps. That's an amp and a half, isn't it? So yeah, that's the big one, and there's smaller ones that probably not going to be as big a value. Oh, upside down, well done, Andy. But 3.7 volts again, 550 milliamps, that one. So nowhere near as big, but still 3.7 volts like that one, but just not as big. But the thing is, this is like your charge controller for them. So that takes your USB power in, and your outputs on there as well. So if you want to do a little project with those batteries, check out what Big Clive has to say about it on YouTube. Big Clive, bigclive.com, or just search Big Clive on YouTube. You'll find him. Scottish guy. He's got 2 YouTube channels. He's got the normal Big Clive channel, where he does all the electronics projects and that. And if you want a laugh on a Saturday night, he does a live stream on a Saturday night on the other channel, which is called Big Clive Live, strangely. Both are heartily recommended. He doesn't know me, but I just watch him. He's one of the YouTubers I watch instead of watching the increasingly rubbish television these days. Christopher says, I have a video on YouTube showing my homemade rechargeable 6-volt battery. Excellent. He says, I use 2.3 volt rechargeable batteries to make I use 2 3-volt rechargeable batteries to make 6 volts. Well, yeah, your 3-volt rechargeable batteries are probably these, aren't they? Because these are, what did I say they are? They're 3 point something volts, said, didn't I? 3.7 volts. But it's as near as damn it, isn't it? I mean, it's actually going to make 3.7 volts. It's going to make 6. It's going to make just over 7 volts if you put 2 of these together, isn't it? But I think for most things that take 6 volts, I don't think 7 volts is going to hurt them, is it? You know, not to a volt here and there. So yeah, but like I say, these batteries in different various sizes are out of disposable e-cigs. So if you know anybody who smokes disposable e-cigs, get them to save their used ones for you, and then you can take them apart. And if you're into casting aluminium as well, the casing of the thing is often relatively thick aluminium, believe it or not. So you can melt that down and do aluminium casting. Right. Okie dokie. Have I missed anything in the chat while I've been doing all this? Yeah, so don't take battery apart, fire risk. It's not a fire risk. It's only a fire risk if you get the terminals together. Took that one apart. This has been sat on the desk for over a month now, and I've not been flambéed yet. Although Big Clive, when he does it, he does have the hilarious explosion containment pie dish, which anybody who watches Big Clive will know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, yes, they are a fire risk, these batteries, if they're punctured or if they're damaged or something like that. But they're not punctured and they're not damaged, and basically they're designed to be carried around in your pocket in a vape, or indeed in a mobile phone. So the fire risk is extremely minimal and generally comes from defective batteries. Well, if it's a used battery, you know it's not defective because somebody's used it already. But yeah, it's generally new batteries. I remember some years ago there was the latest, I think it was a Samsung phone that had a batch of dodgy batteries or had a dodgy charging circuit in the phone, and people's phones were spontaneously combusting. One particular model of phone, I think it was a Samsung, well, I'm not swear to it, but it made all the newspapers and that quite a while ago. But they normally tell you when there's something going wrong with them, these batteries, because they like swell up and things like that. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine, honestly. Just use a little bit of common sense. And I don't tell people not to do things. I say do it, have a go, use common sense, because if you do it and you've not got any common sense and you kill yourself, well, that's one for the Darwin Awards. You know, get the idiots out of the gene pool. That's what I say. Miguel says scooters have burst into flames. Yes, but cheapy Chinese scooters with dodgy circuits and things. And stuff, yeah, and if the battery is damaged as well. See, the problem with the scooters is the battery's in the bottom very often, and of course, going up and down curbs, the bottoms get scraped and all this sort of malarkey and that. Those little sort of scooters that were all the rage a few years ago, you know, those like shiny aluminium little fold-up scooter things. Yeah, some have burst into flames, but yeah, they're not that much of a fire risk. They're no more of a fire risk than your normal 230 volt sockets in your house. You can get a dodgy one of those that sets your house on fire. Everything's a fire risk to some degree. Having this computer switched on now, this computer could burst into flames. You know, but it's a level of risk, isn't it? And I've not seen one burst into flames on me. But if I do see a battery that is damaged, then obviously that's one you don't touch. So don't go and scrape a splattered one up out of the street or anything. Make sure they're still the shape they should be, sort of thing. The real risk on picking up a battery from the street, to be honest, more than bursting into flames, is probably catching COVID from it. So if you do pick one up that you find in the street, what I do, because I have a doggy poo bag in my pocket, I put a doggy poo bag over my hand, pick the battery up with a doggy poo bag, turn the poo bag inside out, tie the battery up in the poo bag, then leave it for about a week while anything that's on it dies, and then take it out of the poo bag and it's fine. Yeah. Right. That's how I do it anyway. Right, okie dokie. Right, we've got us some right tangents today, but the key thing, and Miguel is quite right, these batteries can catch fire. They're not a massive fire, but they can catch fire. But the thing is, if you overcharge them, that's why you should not put a 5-volt USB supply directly across them. You do need one of these little devices off of YouTube. But like I say, search for Big Clive's videos about charging vape batteries and things, and he will give you all the information of what these are exactly, because I can't remember off the top of my head, but he will tell you like a model number to search for on eBay and that for them. They come connected together, a strip of them. You buy about 4 or 5 in a strip like that. I mean, that strip's got 4 on, you see, because I've already sort of cut one off the end. That one I've just shown you. But on the 5 of them's roughly about a £5, so it's roughly about £1 each. Cool. Right. Okay. Moving forward. Oh, while we're talking about electrical stuff and batteries and things, I want something, people. Has anybody got any of these? No? This is not an LED light bulb. This is an old-fashioned tungsten filament light bulb, and I want some in different values. The higher the wattage, the better. If anybody's got any 150 watt ones they don't want, let me know. I will gladly either purchase them off you or swap you for an LED light bulb that you can use. If you've got some tungsten ones in your house at the minute, I'll gladly send you some LED light bulbs that'll be more economical that you can put in, and send me the tungsten ones. They don't have to be clear necessarily. They can be what do you call it? They don't call it frosted, do they? What the hell do they call it? You know what I mean anyway. They can be like that, but they do need to be good and working. However, for another project I'm doing, if you've got any clear ones like this that have blown, that are no good because they've blown, and they're a clear glass one, I do want some of those as well. Even if they've blown, I'm going to be doing something interesting with them, but they have to be clear ones. So good ones, either clear or pearl, that's what they call them, either clear or pearl, good tungsten filament bulbs, any wattage, or clear blown ones. I'm looking for either of those. If you've got them, get in touch. There's the form on the website to get in touch if you've not got in touch already, but they do need to be ordinary tungsten filament bulbs. Right, okay, it's nearly time for me to pop off, but don't be going anywhere, because the show's not over. Not even when the fat bloke sings tonight, it's not over, because the other week I had a trip to see a guy called Andrew in Wales. Yeah, me get says they're called Pearl, he says. Yeah. Yeah, the other week, I had a trip to see a guy called Andrew in Wales. Now, Andrew's a member of the forum, gpotelephones.proboards.com, and he put some fairly impressive pictures of his phone collection on the forum a little while ago. And anyway, he invited me down to Wales to go and have a little look at the telephones he'd got, and basically he sent me back with a few things as well, a few duplicate things he'd got, one of which was that renter's payphone that you saw on here a couple of weeks back. So I'm off now, but keep watching, because for the next 55 minutes or so we're going to play you the video that I shot. Now, it's not terribly edited together, it's just basically more or less the raw footage stuck together. There will be an edited full YouTube version of it coming at a later date, but I thought the people who normally watch this show would probably be interested in seeing the whole thing. So I'm going to show you in just a moment the video that we shot with Andrew over the Christmas holidays. He's in Wales. It's a beautiful part of the world, and he's got a very, very interesting and eclectic phone collection, and what I think are actually some very valuable cardboard boxes. Yes, you heard it right, cardboard boxes. So keep watching, watch this, and I will see you next week. Bye for now. Right, the obvious trim phone on the top there, on the left.
Which one now? The
I'm going from top left downwards.
oh yeah, trim phone.
So you got a trim phone there.
I think this is
Then the next one's American, isn't it? That wooden one.
That's an American one.
That's Western Electric.
That's a payphone.
Then you've got a Bell payphone. American again.
American phone.
Then on the shelf underneath you've got an unusual one, because that there is unusual because it's in green.
Yes, I've never seen a green. I don't know where that has originated from.
Yeah, I've never seen
no
a green
idea.
one. What's it got underneath it? Has it got any markings underneath it?
What's on the glasses now?
Oh, it's a
GEC.
right. Let me find it. It's a GEC 746-771. So that's probably a private one, I would say that GEC
private
one.
exchange, that would be.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, probably supplied by GEC. Then next to it you've got a pair of those intercom things.
Ones.
Yeah.
One takes the battery in.
Now you've got a proper pair there.
Yeah.
Because only one has got the battery slot on the top, hasn't it?
Yeah, only one battery because you're 9 volts.
Yeah.
If you put two in, you got 18 volts.
Yeah. You see, I've got a pair of those, but I don't think mine are a pair. Because they've both got a box for a battery. So I think I've got two of the same half from a set.
Frankenstein.
From two sets, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it came from a house clearance guy, and I think he was just clearing the house out and just shoveling things into boxes.
This is and then this is another press button one. Don't know what this is. I've got my glasses on this one.
I'll tell you in a minute. 782 that.
Oh.
So that should be a tone dialing one. So if you plug that one into your magic fibre box, that one should work.
Oh.
As should the one above, probably.
Yeah, because it's touch tone.
Because it's touch tone, yeah. So I would expect that one to work.
And then you've got the chocolate brown one. I never liked them at all, chocolate brown. I used to think they were the most disgusting colour.
Yeah, they came out a bit late, they did.
Only one I ever saw in somebody's house, one. And then I was watching your programme one night, that German phone. What did I have to do? I bought a bloody German one.
Yeah, that's exactly like the one that I've got, except that one's in better condition than the ones that I've got.
I'm a bit fussy, and there's the mustard one.
Yep, topaz yellow.
And there's so much of these. And these are the Australian ones.
Yeah, right, there's two for Christopher.
They come from Australia. And there's another one, an Australian one. Oh God.
I often wonder how they get over here, you know.
I've no idea, because they just bring them over. When they leave, they think they bring their phones with them.
It's a long way to bring a phone, though, from Australia, isn't
Before telephones, used to have a tapping system.
it? Yeah.
This is
The Morse key.
Yeah, this is 18, like on the railway, American, 1884.
1884?
Yeah, that's the Morse. Used to be on the American.
What does it say on it? This was owned and used by James A. Maxwell, who was agent at Warren Station around 1884. Crikey. Read that for yourselves, folks.
Don't ask me, I got my glasses on.
So that was part of the American telegraph system then?
Yeah, the telegraph issues on the...
Yeah.
They don't spring on, you've got to lift it up. They lift... They don't go... I thought they go click click.
Oh right, it's got no spring.
They lift.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's...
Really
it's not
weird.
just missing a spring.
No, I never had one, I don't think. It's just the way it...
So you must...
You
so you
lift
have to
up.
sort of hold it up and
Yeah, lift it up to contact it.
do that, yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
And, this is a call director. Oh God. Remember those American programs in the offices?
In the Western Electric box as well, I noticed.
Never used. Oh God.
AT&T.
AT&T. What are the can you see that one?
Oh yeah. In that fetching pinky colour that
Pink.
America seems to like to have had the phone. A lot with that colour in America.
Office phones.
Yeah.
They were like, I think they freed about them about the 80s, didn't they? And all the stickers and all. With all the stickers and all the bits and pieces, yeah.
So did you import that from America?
That came from America a long time ago.
I was going to say, it wouldn't have got over here unused, would it?
It's never been used. They were in the boxes.
Yeah.
Never used. And what else we got in here? I've got. This is the trouble in this room. There's sort of little room here.
And you've got the payphone on the wall.
There's the payphone.
Yeah.
That's the one like you got.
Complete with the old 5p
The only thing,
and the old
the only thing we
10p.
haven't got on that one is that little notice board right here.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find one of those.
There's a lot of these American phones.
Yep, 500 series up, or 1 500 or 2 500, aren't they? They put a 1 and a 2 in front when they went to keypad phones.
There's the bell, a telephone bell. There's a bad condition, that one.
Is that an American one?
I don't know what that one is. It's an old one, I think. It's just an old. There's an American one here. This is the. Let's click on the dial. This is the British one. You can see the difference. The dial's flatter. That slopes more. You can see
That's interesting. And the British one is slightly bigger as well. It's slightly taller, isn't it?
it's taller, slightly taller. I'm not sure what this candlestick phone is. I'm not sure what that one is. There's an ordinary 150. This one is about 1895. This is the pulpit. There's a winder on it. Used to crank it. This is a Danish phone.
Yes, I've got one of those. Now there's a story behind those. Somebody imported a load of those into this country, and they were white ones, or they got painted white.
Yeah,
and they were sold relatively recently, so they do turn up, and people think they're replicas, because when I bought it I thought it was a replica.
In good condition.
Yeah, I thought it was something made in the 1970s when I bought it, and when I took it apart I found dates inside it from like 1930.
Yeah, they're the original.
So yeah, but I think a container load must have come into this country.
They seem everywhere. And this is a Swiss one.
That's a Swiss wall phone.
And then you got your payphone, American payphone. This has obviously been resprayed. I put the receiver was a reproduction put on it, rubber.
Yeah.
And I found an original one, and this kept falling out. I found an original one of these. Look at that. Goes lovely. This is the one like you got.
Yeah, that's more. It's a sort of later on version, isn't it? I think mine is automatic electric, but it's got a door on it.
Yeah,
like the other one. That one's not got a door on at all, has it?
No, I don't know what that is.
How do you get the money out of that?
I think the whole lot must come out somehow.
How does the whole bottom come off?
I've never taken it out. Coin return. It must come out past the whole lot slides out.
I've got no idea.
Come out somehow. And then you got this wool one. What's the called? I can't remember the name of it now. Just the wall one, wooden wall phone. Coming back in, you got your panel systems. Press button. The Jubilee. One of these, I can't remember what they're called.
An Erica font.
Princess, they're quite nice. You got your princesses.
Yeah, both versions of the princess there. One with the one with the
box here,
with the dial and one with.
That's the American one.
Do those princess phones plug in to the electric?
They used to have a light, and they needed some power to power the light.
Yeah,
so they used to have a transformer.
Used to have a little transformer. Yeah.
A small. That's an American one. And down here's all the American.
Yeah.
American one, another rotary one.
Yeah, we're down to American 500s.
Buttons. Wall phone.
Yeah.
The secretary's phone. More American ones. Field telephones. A lot of bell sets down here.
Yeah.
The
field phones.
There's a lot of the
bell sets, including some absolutely massive bells.
Oh, those electric ones. They have nothing to do with the telephones. They like school bells.
Oh right, they're not like an external phone bell or
no,
something.
they're not the.
What voltage do they run on?
240.
Crikey.
They were like for schools, but I don't think you can use them now because they're not covered. Pressure jets now they use.
Yeah. And
up here then you've got your 700 series.
Hang on, I've got to move the camera now. Right.
You got that one, the 706.
I've got a green one, a blue one.
And the trim phones.
One. 2 trim phones.
Another old wall phone here. With open terminals. Siemens. Another one of these. There's a wall phone.
Yeah, these are what I acquired out of that shop.
Oh.
That, and that one are theoretically
They converted them. What they did,
theoretically more or less the same phone, aren't they? Yeah.
They took them. Sometimes you can see the little holes where they've been converted, taken off.
Yeah.
And they painted them and put a handset on them.
Yeah, made them out of bell sets.
And now,
because the bell sets are different sizes, aren't
different
they?
sizes.
That's a small one, that black one, but that wooden one is a slightly bigger box.
They converted them from. They took these off and they put a big handset on. And today they've taken a lot off and put them back to these now because they look nicer.
Yeah.
So you come down then to the Bakelite's 300s.
Yeah.
You got your green one. Got your red.
That is a genuine.
That is a genuine
one, isn't it?
Green one-ish.
Yeah.
That is a
It's
genuine.
bottom bit's not painted.
No, you can see it's inside. It's all.
The green's actually better than the red.
They keep that.
The green's shiny. The red sort of
Fade.
Yeah.
The ivory seems to keep their colour and all.
Yeah, which is strange because later on, the red ones are the ones that keep the colour. When you get onto 746s and things like that, the red ones keep the colour and all the others go funny. But that one is definitely sort of pinkified, isn't it, rather than red. That one there.
It has lost a bit of this colour. You can see by there. And as we go down, then you've got the black 200 series. You got your red on that one. There's the ivory one with this bell set on it. And I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to bring it out.
Yeah.
You've got your green Siemens Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's a Siemens one.
That's a Siemens brother.
That must be quite a rare thing.
I'm sure it was 1936, I think it was. Manufacturing date.
I can't think that I've seen another green one of those.
They are Siemens, and Siemens is rare phone.
Yeah.
Extremely rare on that one.
Yeah, because the Siemens one is basically one unit, isn't it? It's not a phone sat on top of a bell set.
Well, the bell set that's the bell set.
But it always came as one unit. That whereas the GPO thing was two units that you could bolt together.
It's a cover on it, but there's a cover on the top part. It's all open.
Yeah.
And then you've got your wartime scrambler by here, which they're not green handsets. They painted them because it was cheaper to paint them. And you've got your French Mortal Brown phone here.
Oh, this was the one you were telling me
I was
about.
telling you about this one. I can't even see where he's done the job on it now. Yeah. He's done such a good job.
So this was broken?
This was broken off by here.
This is Bakelite.
And it's Mortal Brown on the colour.
Can you fetch it out, that one, a minute? Or is it wired in?
No, it's not wired into anything. It's just the way it's all part of the old junction box and all on it. You can't even see the... well, I can't even see the... I'm not sure if that's the... It's done a good job on it.
If there was a break in that, I don't know where it is.
No, I can't see it. It was by here somewhere. All this was broken off.
So all that sort of pedestal at the back was
broken.
Was snapped off.
And there was a little hole in it. I'm not sure if that's the repair or...
No, might be.
Might be.
He's done a damn good job of that.
You can't see it. I said hard to... Oh.
How has he done that then in Bakelite?
I have no...
Because you can't melt Bakelite or do anything with it.
He's had to make the resin, I think, and...
Yeah.
And there's another one here. Another wind-up one. Oh.
Oh, we're getting a bit tangled up. That's it.
Another old phone.
Yeah, and then on the end you've got a skeleton.
The skeleton phone. That's the...
Which is probably the oldest of the lot.
No, I should think that that's the oldest one.
That one on the wall up there.
That has been the oldest. Yeah. That's about 1895.
Yeah.
That's about the turn of the century, the skeleton phone. And then you've got a payphone here, like it used to be on the trolley. Just underneath, There's a green, I don't know what this is, there's an odd green belt set lying around.
These red ones were on like trolleys in hospitals and things,
Yeah, the
weren't they?
trolleys. You see some of them in the payphones.
Yeah, I don't think they ever did fit them into payphones.
I've seen
though,
some
did they?
pictures of somewhere with a...
I think people have probably done it now in phone boxes in the garden, but I don't remember ever seeing a phone box with a red one in.
Oh, that's got a green belt set, but no, I don't know, an odd belt set. An odd green belt set.
Is that an original one?
Yeah, I think it's the original one. Been there for years.
Because somebody reproduces those bell set covers.
They do
now.
covers on them, yeah, they do covers.
Yeah. What is it, a 59A?
Hey,
Oh.
I think I've had these before they reproduced them.
What is a 59A?
No idea. But there's no phone with it. I have seen them new ones we've been reproduced. And also I've seen the boxes, the junction boxes being reproduced. These are the old original ones
Yeah.
at the time. And there's another Siemens down here in red. Oh god, there's another one here. This is Siemens Brothers.
I actually got the Siemens logo on the front of
The
that.
logo.
Yeah.
Not bad condition. There's a little chip by this one out the back. See a little break in it, tiny.
Yeah.
But not
Oh,
much.
yeah, not bad. You've got away with it
It's
quite well. I think that, all things considered.
and up here is all brand new stuff, never used
In the boxes,
in the boxes.
which is the original GPO
GPO boxes.
boxes.
Can we bring them down for you?
Like that.
And that's your
GPO packing material.
backing all.
Be carefully preserved and used for the return of recovered stores.
I better take it back to them.
Yeah, you better take it back, yeah.
Do they want them back? The bell set.
Crikey, a wooden bell set's never been out of the box.
Out the box
What on
package.
earth does it say on the box?
Don't know, packet and be
Oh, just, yeah. Same as before,
return to stores.
to be returned to store.
I'll have to take it back to them.
Yeah. They wouldn't know where the stores are.
Where's the store? Oh, don't bring it down now. Goodness knows what, I've been up with these for years and years. And GPO stuff. I got a bad shoulder here, so I can
So how did you come across these in the boxes then?
just getting rid of them one day. Somebody wanted to get rid of them. Look at that. Brand new.
Never been taken out of the box.
Never been taken out of the box. And even got little junction box on them. Do you want to take the handset out?
Yeah. Well, I think it's a shame to disturb it, to be
It's
honest.
a shame to disturb
Yeah.
them. They've been sitting in there all this
Actually, that is a bit odd though, because it's not got the label in the middle of there. You know, they normally had a label in that talked about how to get the
They might have put the
how
label
to
in
get the
after.
opal off. Well, I thought it came with the label,
Well, that's how it came.
maybe not.
That's how it came. There might be a label in the bottom. Don't really want to. No, I can't see anything here. A little box. Never been in a house. Never been used. Can't find many like that these days. Oh. Oh God. And I think this one is a Bakelite one. If I'm not mistaken.
ATM, that one.
Yeah. That's still in the box.
So the original packaging for the factory.
All from the factory.
That would come from the Liverpool factory, probably, would it? Yes, Strougy Works, Liverpool 7.
Still in the box, still the old. Shame to take it out. All the packaging and all still around it.
Yeah.
But you don't find many of them like that with Bakelite.
I don't think you'll find any more like that, to be quite honest with you.
I got the only. And the cable's looking fantastic condition. Can we get some more down?
Yeah, well, it's never been took out of the box, has it?
They've been in there for years and years and years.
Interesting, they're marked as a 332 on the top.
Yeah.
Though, even though it's from ATM. Alright, on to the next one.
Another one, another grey one in the box.
Another grey 706.
Yep. It's the same with the dial.
But they put this one the other way around in the box.
Oh. It's that way.
But yeah,
around.
again, it's not got the label on, has it? So maybe they didn't come with those labels on.
Came with the junction box.
Yeah.
All the nice wire, look at it. Never. It's no discoloration on the phones.
No. Well, it can't discolour, can it? 'Cause it's in the box in the dark. It's in a dark cardboard box, so it can't.
More coming down, though, if I can reach this one. I haven't got a very good arm for this. Oh God. I can only. My arm isn't very good.
What on earth is in there?
Goodness knows what I got in these. Oh God, I'm going to try.
That's a Siemens something or other. I can see it on the box.
Siemens, which one that now?
That top one. Siemens Ediswan. Which is that strange Edison Swan thing.
I got my arm isn't very good.
Sean.
Huh?
Oh, I can't reach it, I don't think.
No, I better get something to stand on. Perhaps I can stand on this bell set.
I wouldn't.
No, I don't hold it, you think. Won't be in the box for much longer if I did that. I'll get it down somehow. Oh,
How heavy is it?
it's not heavy, light.
That's it. Once it goes over the edge, you'll be able to sort of catch.
I got it over my shoulder, I got. Oh,
That's it. You got it. You got
God.
it.
Had the shoulder plate up a lot. Oh God, look at the dust on it.
Well, if it's light, what's in it?
Oh, it's not a very good box. It's just one of these.
It's not a bad box.
Not bad, but the box, the innards are not in it. It's got the wire, like new.
Yeah. Again, I don't think that's been out. I don't think. Although it's not got the innards of the
has got
box,
the innards in the
I don't
box.
think it's been used, has it? Because
No.
look at the condition of the baker light. It's.
Mint condition.
I don't think there's even a fingerprint on it.
Well, they got mine on it now. 56. Got the wire.
You know, the wires like it were made yesterday.
Bring another one down, is it?
It's unbelievable.
I bet it's like a paradise to come in here. Oh, what's this one now? This is G. This is a wall phone still in the box.
Oh, crikey.
Do you want to take it out?
Yeah. I think you'll never get it back in again if you do.
No,
So probably best leave it in there.
So, that's a wall phone.
Interesting what it says on the box, though.
Right.
Oh! It's not a wall phone according to the box.
Hmm? It's a 746 on there.
It's a 746
GC.
auto table telephone.
Oh. Perhaps you put the wrong sticker on. Because you never come. Oh, it might be. Oh,
It is a table.
It is a table phone.
That way up. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a.
Yeah. It is a 746.
And this one now, I think. Have I done this one?
No, I don't think you've done that one. It says bell on it.
It's a big GPO bell, the yard bell. Ah, look at it, brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah.
One of these yard bells.
Yeah, the gold's still all wrapped up in
You put them together like that.
the brown paper. Yeah, the massive one. Yeah.
Big. Don't see many of these about.
No, my uncle had a garage. He was an HGV fitter, and in his garage where he fixed the lorries, he had one of them on the wall. But unfortunately, it was too high up the wall to get it off the wall when he packed up.
I think this was the waffle I was thinking of. Wall telephone, there we are. Black.
741. Black,
Black.
which is the rarest colour.
Oh, black it all in there. Do we take it out or
No, leave it in.
Leave
You'll never get it back in if you take it out, I think.
leave it in?
I can never get things back in boxes.
No,
when
it
I
won't go
put-
quite back in. I think that's it then, is it? On the only thing left is a Busby. Oh, there's a stamper. That's the stamping machine.
Oh, is that the stamper for putting the numbers on the
Putting numbers
the
on it.
cards?
Can you get it open?
That way, pull that. That's
One.
it. How many numbers does it do?
6, this one.
6.
I think.
Very good.
So that's the stamping one. And the last one, I think, is a Busby.
Oh, that's a Busby off the corner of a bus.
Sticker.
Yeah. They used to be stuck on the corners of buses,
Oh,
on the back corners.
Busby posters. You peel it off and stick it on.
Yeah, they used to stick those on the back corners when buses had rounded corners.
Let's see.
They used to stick those on the back corners of the buses.
I think we've done have we done everything here now? And nothing.
I think you've gone through them all. Yeah.
There's a few down here. There's an American phone here, but
And a payphone sign.
an American one still in the box.
Is that another 500?
500.
Oh, it's two 500. It's one with a.
Oh, two 500 then.
It's one with push buttons on.
And you've got a sign down here.
You may telephone from
You may
here.
telephone from here.
I'll stick that up on the house. Stick that up.
Tell the people come.
You might make a bob or two.
Oh God. That's all the. Some of these. Oh, there's one you had here. One of these moon phones, what do they call them?
Oh, a mirror. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Yeah, but the one that I did for the chappie in Sheffield wasn't quite like that because it had got a modern handset on it.
They mix and match.
It had also got a chrome dial on as well. It's got a dial 12 on it.
I just got a blank on it. There's no dial on it, just a blank.
But there were lots of different variations of those, I think, from what I can gather.
God, and the phone's taken over the room, haven't they? They've taken. Somebody asked me one day which I think was the best.
Yeah, well, you've got a few.
Got quite a number here.
Yeah.
Done all the.
And it's a good selection as well.
It's a selection. I don't like two the same.
There aren't any repeats. I've got a lot of repeats, but I don't think there are any repeats here, from what I can see.
The American one's got these metal bell sets.
Yeah.
With the metal ringers.
Yeah,
a nice blue one down here. A nice colour that one is. Dusty.
Yeah, they did lots and lots and lots of colours.
Different colours and
They did.
they work quite well here.
Did you import these from America then, or did you find them over here?
Some were found over here, some were sent over.
Yeah.
I think a lot.
Before the postage got stupid.
The postage went pretty steep.
Yeah.
And then custom charges and everything went.
Yeah.
And that one there on the windowsill is was it 1976 or 77?
Right.
Commemorate.
Well, that's a 150 in it, that one.
That one is, and that's the commemoration of it.
This is one of the ones. Now they say the story is that these were made up using some original parts that from candlesticks, but how true it is, I don't know.
I think the dials are used, and they might have some dials.
Well, that's a dial 21 on that one, so you can tell by the finger stop. So that is a dial contemporary to 19 whatever it was, 76.
76.
Yeah. But some of the other parts of them, they say, are original. I imagine the receiver thing is probably original, just not coated. You know, because originally they were coated.
The cap on that is here somewhere. It hasn't moved. I'll have to dig for it sometime. Might be in my boxes. I got all these. Well, I got a PPX by here. Plug them in, and I can test them, ring them up, all.
Yeah.
Put numbers on all round.
Oh, you got a PBX? I didn't. Oh yeah, down there. Yeah.
Yeah, PPX.
Yeah.
And I use the wire and go back up the wire, and it goes back into.
Well, there's a perfect line of sight from here up your garden to that insulator, to that next insulator on your log cabin. There. So I think there ought to be a wire going across there to that.
To make it look nice.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of.
I think there ought to be a wire going across there and a phone in that cabin.
Oh, nice. Oh, which phone do I put in?
Yeah. What do you think?
Do you want me to ring any phones? Do you want to hear them ringing, or?
Yeah, try and ring some of the American ones, because they'll ring different, won't they? They'll ring unusual.
I need a.
They'll do an unusual ring.
Oops! I'll put this phone in the phone here to find something out. Who's this one? I think it's it's not a Mark 1, is it?
No, it's a later one. That's a Mark 2.
That must be a Mark 1. That green one then up there.
That one up there. Yeah, I think it is that.
That's a Mark 1.
I think it is. I can't quite see from here. But I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, if I can get. Oh. Right, I'll put this here now. You can. No, 13 or 11, 11. 13's unlucky. Right. Oh, so this room is not very big.
No, I have a similar problem. Not enough space.
Right, I don't know if anything plugged in. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Oh, did you see this one as well? Did you see this is another...
Oh, yeah, that's another...
American one.
Across the pond job, isn't it?
Yeah, that's... they're quite nice. Which, any particular one you want to try? Can't do that one, no plug on it.
No, pick one at random.
Payphones?
Yeah, go on. Try a payphone.
They didn't have a bell in them. So what they've had, a little bell or something like that put in them.
Ah.
A tiny one has been added to it. What number is this now? Number... Right, this is number 15. Oh, oh God.
So when you see a phone in a phone box ring on an American TV show, it's wrong. So what is it? It's this one, isn't it?
One. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. It's clear as anything. That is.
Clear it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the receiver. I'd have it sent over because the one on it was rubber.
Yeah.
It was a repro put on it.
Yeah, it's really good. That.
I found some original ones.
Yeah. It's superb. That is.
I just want to try another phone.
It is superb. That. But that'll not dial out, will it? Because you've got to put a cent in or whatever.
No, you'll dial out. If you dial 11.
On that.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me put my camera down and do it. I'll give you that. Here, you point that. Yeah.
Right.
All you've got to do is point if it's switched on. So I've just got to dial 11.
Dial 11.
Well, how did I do that without putting any money in?
Yeah, well, they don't use the, what they used to do is hear the sound, they have the sound of it, and I think they should just connect you in the exchange, and they used to hear the cling, cling, cling.
Yeah.
And that's how I think, because you've got one like this, haven't you, so I don't know where the wire's on this one now. Oh God, I gotta be careful here.
The one, yeah, well, I think they're the same phone, just with different bits on the outsides, aren't they? More or less.
I think you had what you had, like a Franken. You had a
But what I've got's got no innards in it.
no in it, and
So all the thing that the what they call the coin slide thing inside,
I'll.
where the coin it's against a gong, so the operator knows what coin
They
you've
know what
dropped
it
in.
is, and I think
That's just not present at all.
they listen to it and they
Yeah.
thought, hang on, they don't have to. And I think that's how they worked. If I can find the plug of this now. I got one like this. You want one of these as well, do you? Want to take one back with you?
What, a base of one of those?
A secretary phone. Have you got one of these?
I think I've got one somewhere. Yeah, I think I've got one somewhere.
It's like Lockwood files. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah. Yeah. I know what you've not got. And my quest for one continues, and I've been looking for one for years. I've been looking for the speakerphones from Charlie's Angels.
Oh God, I've got one of them.
You know the thing they used to put on the desk that Charlie used to speak through? And a few years ago, when they made the Charlie's Angels film, even they couldn't find one.
I think it's somewhere.
And in the end, they got a couple, but they're different. And in the film, it changes from shot to shot.
It wasn't about that 15 with it.
What's it?
Nothing.
Oh!
Ah,
Oh, something's ringing over.
the phone.
What? Where is it? What's ringing?
The American one. Like you got, the American phone.
This one.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello? Oh yeah, it's that one, yeah.
Crystal clear in it.
Yeah, really good, yeah. Really good.
It's
Yeah, that's interesting, because that's round a bit.
yeah, I think yours is a bit of a what's called a Frankenstein for bits of pieces in it. Because
Yeah, it's something weird happened to it.
the only
'cause
thing
it-
missing with this, what fell off, was the centre of the dial fell off. That's the bit by here fell off. And I seem to have lost it now.
Oh, right, has it got a separate centre?
Yeah, the centre fell off.
Because on a 500, they don't have a separate centre. You do it from the back. No. What did it have in the centre then?
One like this, I think, or like a round thing coming out.
Oh, that's, yeah.
That's one of these.
I don't know about that. Because unlike an American, you see that's smaller, isn't it? On these, there's a little thing you stick a pin in.
Oh,
A little hole you stick a pin in, and then you dial it round, and then you go a bit further, and it sort of unlocks, and the whole thing comes off, and then you put the label in from the back
then.
and put it back on.
No, try another one. If I can find the plugs for them. It's nice to have them working. Although I don't use them. I think this one here now. So I'll try 15 on this one. Oh God.
Yeah, because that's the bell set, isn't it? The bell
The bell set is why they do.
That big black bell set on the bottom there is wired to that. You see, that sounds like an American phone. That's what you hear on all the films and that, isn't it?
It's got a harsh sound.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a totally different sound to a British one. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're metal boxes.
Excellent. It is certainly an interesting collection.
It's I had them when they were not making them, like the years ago. Nobody there was no reproductions then being made.
No.
At one time you didn't get them. Now you get all reproductions of bells,
Yeah.
covers, boxes. I think the only reproduction I had here was a red, and I never ever put it on. Was a red one here. And all these have the junction, but these are all junction boxes I've had.
It all looks original to me.
That's all you had. That when I had them was originals. That's all you could get.
Yeah.
You were either that or a broken phone. Nobody seemed to bother. They were just, well, when I had them, they just throw them out. See, that's the junction one. Now, a Siemens junction box has got a tapered on it. See this? I keep this in a box because it keeps the shine on it.
Yeah.
See, because it's all red inside.
Yeah, it's the proper thing, that.
I haven't got a bell set for this one. That's the only thing.
So you got a green bell set and no
a green bell
phone,
set
and a red phone,
red.
no red bell set.
So
somebody somewhere's got a red bell set that want to swap for a green one.
be ideal, wouldn't it?
You're the man.
You know.
Yeah, it's certainly a good collection. It's a really good collection.
I was going to change the boxes on these ones, but I don't like the Jubilee one much. I'm not that gone on these Jubilee ones. They just didn't look right. They used to be compact phones. I remember seeing them advertised in the early 70s.
Yeah.
Same for...
Well, the Jubilee phones are the prototypes for the compact phone. What is it? 776, isn't it? The compact phone. But
the bell set on it.
But the Jubilees are the field trial phones that were going to become the compact phones that got taken back because they originally came out in the early 70s. Then the GPO recovered them all and they were sat at this place that refurbished them in Wales and thought, what we're going to do with these? Oh, Queen Silver Jubilee's coming up. We need to make a phone. We'll use these prototype phones. So that's why they don't say 776 on the bottom. They've got a long and complicated number. I think it starts SA or something, doesn't it? Because they are actually the field trial phones for the compact phone that came out in about 1978.
Oh. There's a junction box there, coloured big. See the green junction box? All the original junction box still on it. If you see that corner, can you see it in the corner?
Oh, am I looking? Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see it just right in the corner. Yeah.
Like this got the original junction boxes. Some of them I've had originals. I've had to put on originals. But,
yeah.
I try and keep the original as much. Oh. That's the last one I think I had. Was this one here? I think it was... No, I'm not sure if this is the one. Which was the last one I had? I don't know if this is the one. I don't think this is it. Trying to figure out the last one I had. I remember saying I had a plug on it, a funny plug here. Oh, it's down here. It's this one here, it is. The plug?
No.
Nothing that. It's wired into the old wire on it.
What have they done there?
It's an old...
Yeah, I think somebody's bodged that together, haven't they?
I don't know, it seems to be a proper...
No, I don't think it is.
Oh.
I think it just looks like a proper thing.
It's a good idea.
The grommet, that is the grommet like out the back of a 746 or something. That's been put into one of these modern...
And kept the old wire on it.
Yeah, what is that? Because it's only got one outlet on it, hasn't it? What on earth is that?
They told me the bell didn't work in it. Well, I did the bell, and it seems to be. I adjusted it. It seems to be ringing alright.
I'm not sure what that is, because normally that would have like 2 sockets on.
It does look like a bit of a...
You know, it's got
like a terminals to wire it in.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a thing for wiring up to one of these new plugs if you haven't got the relevant tool to fit the plug onto the end of the cable. Because you wouldn't be able to fit one of these probably
I wouldn't fit it.
This sort of braided cord. You'd never be able to do it.
I don't like them when they put the flat wire on the back of these. It looks odd. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah. Well, this cord, I've got to have a go at doing some of this cord. You can buy this cord.
Somebody's made stuff for me as well here. They have had...
This cord, they still make this cord, the single cords. They still make it for
electric
wiring vintage vehicles.
Or electric lights. They still make it for the electric.
Yeah, but I think that's a bit thicker. But certainly for the 12-volt wiring on things like Model T Fords and things like that, they still make this, and it's not ridiculously expensive, and you can buy a big roll of it for about 30 quid. But then you have to plait it together, and it's not actually a plait, because the thing is, when you get your 3 wires and you try and do this plait, you find you can't do it. It comes out flat. And the reason is, when you take one of these cords apart, although they only use 3 wires in it, 3 cords in it, it's actually made with 4, and there's a blank one. And when you plait it with 4, it comes out like that, rounded.
Yeah, you need 4 to balance it out.
Yeah, it took me ages to work out how to do it.
Balance it out. And the 4th one is like a cord grip. It grips it, they've tied round in there, and it grips it inside, so it's like a cord grip.
Yeah, that's possibly what they use the 4th one for.
And like a grip.
Yeah, because they tie them on, don't they, on the insides.
What have you got now? I've got some bits and pieces here, but...
But it's really good.
Some of this one is discoloured. I was going to check him out.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one, but it's discoloured. I don't like them with discolours on them. Not quite the same. I got bits and pieces in here. I've got microphones.
Oh yeah, all sorts of oddball bits and bobs.
Bits and pieces in here.
Yeah. I don't think it is discoloured, you know that.
This one?
Yeah.
There's a bit by here is discoloured.
Oh, just a bit on the end of the handset there.
See what I'm like? There's the oil I use. Very fine oil. A very light oil.
Yeah.
And some of these I got in here. There's the old drawer with a GPO crest in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All sorts.
There's little bits and pieces in here.
All sorts of bits and bobs. But yeah, it's one heck of a collection.
I like the princess one, alright? These little... I don't think it had a bell in them. Some of them didn't have a bell in. This one hasn't got a bell in it. You would have a phone in another room.
Yeah, I think it was sort of thought of for bedrooms, really, weren't they? So they didn't particularly want a bell in them.
So if you could hear it ringing, you could just answer it.
But yeah, they're quite good. I think I have got one princess.
That's a yellow one in Pressburn.
Yeah, the early ones of those had like a glowing panel.
They've got a bulb
under the dial.
I think they have got a bulb in these.
Some of them had like a day glow panel.
Yeah, I think some of them have got a bulb. And they used to light up. You had a transformer.
Yeah.
But the transforming over here, we've got different, I think that's the bulb part there, isn't it? Or the transformer.
I don't know.
That's all. Any favourite phones?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one, that. You must have got a favourite.
To be honest, I wouldn't be able to pick one. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to pick. I like the payphones. I like those 3-slot payphones. You know, because they sort of.
This one's an older version. We looked at the condition on that one.
Yeah, the older one. They've got a sort of Art Deco-y sort of chromey style to them, haven't they?
Yeah, with this one.
Well, some of them are chrome. Some of them are chrome fronted, like that one up
the original
there.
chrome one.
Yeah.
That was put on by me. That's the key. If you want to open them up, you open them up and you got all these locks, and you can take the coin box out.
Oh, that's the key, is it?
That's the key.
It's as simple as that.
It's just.
Maybe it's not the key.
It does fit to the key. Just. Yeah, the key.
Ah.
That's your key for you.
And it's that simple. It's that.
I changed that one.
That close up.
I changed that one for that one because it was a chrome, looked nicer.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's just a cross, isn't it? nothing fancy about that at all. Excellent. Very good. There you go. Okay.
Put the key by here.
Great stuff.
Well,
Right, I'll stop me.
you've been edited all them together, is it?
I'll try and do something to edit it all together. Yeah. So that's an American one, isn't it?
That's an American. That came from Texas.
That's the one that came from Texas.
Batteries. It's got a battery box and a crank.
Yeah. So the battery's in the box at the bottom, is it?
Yeah, that's in there now. I don't think there's any batteries in there at the moment.
Yeah. And what's the one on the floor?
Oh, that's I don't know what that one is. That's just a war phone. I think that's a British one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that one.
No, I'm not sure that one either.
It looks like it should have a crank handle in the side, though.
It's been taken off.
Yeah. So it is one that a magneto phone. You wind up.
Yeah, I think somebody's wired it up at some time. We're really taking the guts out of it. And those are the German ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've got a high.
Yeah. Well, the German pair. And then there's this one that you found out that we think this might be German as well,
I think that is German.
but we're not entirely sure. KTAS. What's KTAS stand for? Somebody will tell us.
Somebody knows more than me.
Yeah, somebody will tell us what KTAS stands for, but we think that's German.
He's painting around the base. It's got a bit of rust on it.
Yeah. It's patina. That's what it is. It's patina.
Oh.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little look at Andrew's collection of phones there from my trip to Wales. It was certainly an interesting and eclectic mix of things that he'd got there, and some things that I've never seen before as well. So definitely a good day out there, and I see from what people have been writing in the comments there that you've all quite enjoyed seeing that too. If anybody else has got a collection they'd like to show us, get in touch and we'll be round, basically. Yeah, get in touch with us via the website, andyshed.coldpress.net, or drop me an email if you know the email address direct, and we will set something up. But from me for now, thanks for watching this extended episode of Andy's Shed Live, and we will see you next week. Bye for now, everybody.